guys, how you doing? Today is Friday, February 21st. I'm okay. I'm just having trouble with my right contact. It's driving me crazy. I'm working at my desk right now, so you see that I've got my desk stuff behind me here because I'm trying to work and I'm very busy, and I figured I'll do a quick video, and I know if I sit over at that desk I'll get working on stuff over there, and my nose is running and I lost my Kleenex. It's right here. Oh my god, allergies are wicked. It's been really warm lately. Yeah. Oh, hi. Okay. So I'm working at my desk. I'm doing the stuff that, I'm making the crafts for the craft market out at Dockyard where I do my lace making, and apparently one of the people on the committee is like thrilled with what I've come up with, and we're just waiting for another lady who's been traveling abroad, so we're waiting for her to basically get her approval, and then I'll be able to sell my items out there. So I'm kind of creating some inventory right now, so my desk is a disaster, and I've just been cutting and pasting and creating, so it's a lot of work. But anyway, it'd be really cool to be able to sell my crafts. And I took them to the stitch thing that I go to once a month, and I took them there just to show the ladies, and they really like them. I've got some people that want to buy them already, so it's really cool. So I'm really tired of cutting and gluing right now, but it'll be good. It'll be fine. I haven't done my website. I haven't finished it because I need to get drawings up on there. I'm still holding out for that tablet that I want, and I don't want to draw with this other tablet I had because I'm holding out. I'm praying that I can get that other tablet. So I'm holding out for that because I don't want the quality of the drawings that I'm going to do now be different than the ones I'm going to do on this drawing tablet, so I just want everything to be consistent. So I'm just waiting, and I'm just going to see if I can get that tablet, and then I'll get my drawings up, and then I'll open my website and get that up and going. So that's what I've been working on here and creatively. Last week the kids were off, and they had the whole week. They're back to school this week. Oh, it's Friday already again. But last week I did a bad thing. I was a bad parent. I got rid of 2 of the chickens. I got rid of Cherry, the black one, the rooster, and I got rid of Kiwi, the orangey chicken. And yeah. Okay, so what happened was Tuesday, Bryn finds out when she went outside to look for the chickens that Peach, the main chicken, was sitting on about 26 eggs, something like that. Yeah, so I was like, oh my god, and with Cherry being around, I thought, oh my god, we're gonna have 26 chicks running around here. So I kind of panicked, and I said, okay girls, we have to get rid of Cherry because he's making way too much noise, because now that he's a rooster and he's cockle-doodle-doing and he's trying to cockle-doodle-doo, he's gonna wake up the neighbors, and we're gonna get complaints. And especially where they've cleared the land next to us, it's all open, so the houses, there's no buffer anymore. So I was like, we gotta get rid of Cherry. So I was like, why don't we just send Kiwi off with him, and oh, there's Peach, and send Kiwi off with them, and the 2 of them can go live happily ever after back at the churchyard, where we first found Cherry. So we run around the yard for about half an hour and gather the chickens and put them in the carriers and put them in the trunk. Bryn, our oldest, would not get in the car. She was standing there crying. She just couldn't get in the car. I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing? And I was like, Bryn, you know we have to do it. Cherry has to go. And do you want him to go alone, or do you want Kiwi to go with him? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, at least we're not dropping, you know, Cherry off by himself if she's with them. And this whole big thing. So we get over to the church. Kerrigan gets out of the car to help me. Bryn won't look out the window. She won't get out of the car. I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? But I was like, I know we can't keep Cherry. So we let them out of the car, and of course 2 seconds later Cherry's walking by the bush, and there's a big cat sitting there waiting for him. He was fine, he got away, but I was like, oh my god, please do not have an Animal Kingdom moment right in front of me. Or Wild Kingdom, whatever it's called. So they wandered off and Bryn was still upset. So later that night she just started crying. I was like, oh my god, I'm like the worst parent ever. So then Wednesday night she ended up going over to her friend's house to spend the night, and I woke up at 2 in the morning crying, beside myself, so upset that I got rid of her pets. And because we'd come home from school and she'd say, hello friends, and say hi to the chickens, and they'd run over to the car to see her. I'm like, oh my god, I'm the worst parent. So I finally fell, and then I woke Scott up. He's like, seriously? 2 o'clock in the morning we're discussing chickens. I'm like, yes, because I'm a mean person. So at 5:40 in the morning I fly out of bed, and I throw on my sneakers and my sweatpants and a baseball hat and head over to the churchyard. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm in the car and it's 5:55 in the morning, so you're gonna have light and dark here going on. Did you ever do something that you later realize was a really bad idea? Well, 2 days ago I got rid of my daughter's chickens. But in my haste, I wasn't cluing in that it was 5:45 in the morning. So now at 6 o'clock, I'm sitting in the dark in a parking lot behind an old grocery store, because that doesn't look suspicious. And yes, I am back at the drop-off point, hoping that as soon as the chickens get up, I can catch some. I've got food in the trunk and the carriers. I know I'm nuts, but Bryn was so devastated the other day when I got rid of these chickens, and I feel awful about this. I'm probably in the middle of like a major drug lord lair. I have no idea. The windows are locked. Scott has no idea that I left the house. At least I don't think he has. It's kind of a shady area here. I'm gonna move for a minute, because if a car goes by and sees my car sitting here, they're gonna think that something's going down. So I'm gonna go up to the church parking lot, actually, where there's a little bit more light, and I'll be back. So I drive over to the front of the church where there's at least street lights, and I sit there and I played with the radio and I looked at my phone and I waited till it got light out. Okay, I know it's hard to see from this video, but it is getting a little bit lighter, so I'm gonna head over to the field and get in position. I have like an hour to try and do this, because I've got to get home because Scott has to go for work, and Kerrigan's asleep and Bryn's at a sleepover. So let me get down in the field, oh god, and see if I can catch a chicken. Oh my god. So around 20 to 7 it starts to get light out, and I head down in the field with the car and I back the car up into the field towards the forest. And as soon as I opened the door, I heard the roosters in the area, because there's a lot of chickens in that area, and I could hear Cherry, because he still can't cockle-doodle-doo properly because he's still learning. So it's like, okay, I found the chickens. Just leaving the car there for a minute, but I got some chicken feed. I found the tree they're in, but they're so high up I can't get them. And I recognize them because Cherry's still trying to learn how to cockle-doodle-doo. Finally pinpointed where the two of them were. They were up in a tree together. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get the carrier and I'm gonna get some food and come right back. So I go over to the car, and a car pulls up next to mine, and I'm like, oh my god. I was like, I'm now going to be either arrested or murdered in a churchyard at 7 o'clock in the morning. So this lady gets out with a container of food, because she's there to feed the feral cats that are around. And she gets mad at me. And she's like, she was an angry British lady. And so I'll just try my best accent. And she's like, you're not here to take my cats, are you? And I said, no, I'm here to get my children's pets back. I said, we had chickens 2 days ago and I brought them here and my kids want their pets back. And she's like, oh, well, chickens are a nuisance. And she said, in fact, there's a gentleman coming today to shoot them all. Excuse me, sorry. You're awfully unpleasant at 7 in the morning. Did I not just tell you that they're my kids' pets, and now you're threatening death on my pets? Oh god, I suppose they stopped being my pets the day I released them. Oh god. Anyway, so she stood there and watched me for a while. I said, I'm going over to that tree to get my chickens. So I walked away with the pet carrier and some food. And of course, the chickens were about 5 feet up in the tree above me, and I was on a slight hill, so I'm hanging on the branch, trying to get the chickens to jump out of the tree. My plan was that's why I was going early, so that I could get them by the feet, because they'd be in the thing, and I could get them back in the carrier. Well, that didn't happen. So the chickens take off out of the tree.
I almost had Cherry, and I lost her. I scared her. She took off into the bushes. Some lady here to feed cats and thought I was stealing her cats. Oh, damn. They're both gone.
Now I'm following them around in the wet, freshly mowed lawn, because did I mention we had a major storm on this day? So it was wet and rainy, and I was wet. And then I got the carrier situated, and I sat in the wet grass, throwing feed at them.
Alright, so here they are. And here's the cage. And I'm sitting in wet grass trying to get them to come over. You guys are hungry.
And they got close. They got within, you know, a few feet of me, but there was no way. Unless I had a net or something to try to catch them, there was no way I was going to catch them.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do this. They're up in behind these bushes, but I mean, at least I have video of them, and I can show Bryn that I tried, and show Kerrigan I tried. Alright, so now I'm just sitting in the trunk of the car at 20 after 7 in the morning. You know, because it's just part of my day. God, and I was coming back through the woods there, and I poked almost lost my eye. Poked it on a branch sticking out. Oh, God. The things we do as parents. Like, seriously, I've been up since 20 to 6, sitting in a parking lot since 6 o'clock, in the dark. I'll give it a few more minutes and I gotta get home. The island does crazy things to you. Seriously. I'm sitting in a trunk in a churchyard waiting for chickens. Talking to a camera. Oh, not one of my finer moments.
So I've gone back a couple times to the churchyard. The other day I went by in the car, and I took a quick video, and they're walking around with 2 other hens, but they stopped and recognized me, I think.
Look, there's Cherry. Look, they're under the tree. There's Cherry and Kiwi. Hi, babies. Hi, Cherry. Hi, Kiwi. Oh wait, there's 2 kiwis. No, it's this front one. There's Kiwi. Hi, Kiwi. Hi. There's Cherry. There's Cherry and Kiwi. Hey, babies. Hi. Those are your friends. They're scared of me. You go off with your friends. Hi, Kiwi. Hi, baby. Can you see me? Can you see me, guys? Hi! Hi, guys! Hi, babies! Hi, Cherry! Hello! Do you remember me? Are you mad at me? Don't be mad at me.
So yeah, that's been our life here. Chickens and paper and glue. What else? Oh, the kids and I went to the Lego movie last week. It was cute. Everything is awesome. If you see the movie, you will have that song in your head for the next week and a half. What else? This week, Bryn had a basketball game, which I drove her to, and got to see them practice and warm up, and then I had to leave to go get Kerrigan back across the ocean here, because there's no bridge, so you got to drive the long way, and got back to school to get Kerrigan, had to go back over to get Bryn, pulled up just as the final buzzer was going off. So they won, but I missed it. And then yesterday she had a game, but it started at 4 o'clock, and I had to be leaving here at like 4:30 to get Kerrigan way out past the airport to gymnastics, so we had arranged for Bryn to go to the game and come home with a friend of hers, only for Kerrigan and I to get all the way out to St. David's, and there was no gymnastics. It's like a 45-minute drive there. So we got all the way out there, and I'm like, why are all the coaches just sitting around having a meeting? See, private schools were off last week, and now public schools are off this week, so it's 2 weeks of no gymnastics. So, anyway, so we'll be back to that next week. And last Saturday was Scott's birthday. He turned 43. We're turning 43 this year. I cannot believe it. So for his birthday, we gave him Apple TV, which is really cool, and we have Netflix, which I'm excited about, and I've been watching my iPad, and I have Once Upon a Time, the ABC drama about, like, the fairy tale, you know, Snow White and all that. Oh my god, I'm completely addicted. I'm on season 1, episode 10, I think, or 9, I don't know. I don't know. I'm on the one called Fruit of the Poisonous Tree. Season 1. I have no idea which episode it is. But I really like this show. Scott's, and he's watching House of Cards, the one with Kevin Spacey and the White House and all that. So we're both watching 2 different series. I'm trying to get him to watch this one, but he's involved with his series right now. So Netflix is cool, and then the Apple TV is really neat. So yeah, and then, oh, he gave me earrings for Valentine's Day, and we gave the same thing to the girls for Valentine's Day, because I always had my Mickey earrings and I recently lost one. So these are, it's a heart with the Bermuda sand inside. They're by Alexandra Mosier, and you can go on her website, and I believe she delivers, I think she delivers worldwide. But we got the girls on a silver chain, we got the necklace, and then Scott got me the earrings. He actually got me other earrings, but they were like too heavy for my ears. And they were like twice as much. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just the tiny little hearts, because I wanted a dangly earring, you know, to feel more girly with my short hair. And I toyed with the idea of growing my hair last week. And I was like, no, you know what? Like, this is so much easier to look after. And I hate wind. Like, wind makes me want to kill people. So I can go out with short hair in the wind and it doesn't bother me. I suppose if it was long and I could do a ponytail, but I just find it easier to take care of. And yeah, so I think about if I could instantly have long hair, maybe I would try it again, because I've had long hair before, but I don't know. I don't know. My hair appointment's next week, so we'll see what I end up doing, but I don't know. Even when I had that long bang, you know, at the beginning of these videos, I had that long, that was driving me crazy. So, I don't know. But, and then it would require more hair dye because my hair is completely gray. But anyway, I'm just getting old. So that's really all I've been up to. This weekend, Kerrigan has a project to work on again with kids from school. So that's Sunday. But other than that, I don't think we have any plans. Dad's doing really good. We've been watching the, he's kind of homebound right now because he's recovering from surgery that he had and from his radiation. Yeah, he's doing, touch wood, he's doing really good. And so we've been watching the Olympics. We were watching the women beat the U.S. yesterday. I'm sorry, U.S., but it was a pretty cool game. And I think the Canadian men and US men are playing today, so I'm gonna watch that probably with Dad. We either FaceTime or we talk on the phone and we watch the game together, so it's sometime today. And I think I'm gonna go for a scooter ride. I need to get ink for our printer because I bought some the other week and now it's not reading the ink, so I don't know what the heck's wrong with it, and I don't think you can reboot a printer. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'll buy some more ink because I need it for what I'm doing here. Yeah, so I think that's about it. But yeah, like I said, if and when I get my tablet, I'll have my drawings going. And I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna like some of the drawings I do I think will be scenes, and then I'll do people, and I don't know. I really don't know. I'm trying to think of what people would want in stamps. I have no idea. So if you have any suggestions, send them my way. I'm going to do another, on my craft channel, I'm going to do another lace video. I'm going to start and do a more complicated pattern. So stay tuned for that. I can't believe the response I've had on my craft channel about the bobbin lace that I do. It's really cool. I did a video, it's up to like 30,000 views or something. Crazy. So I'm going to do a video about that. I'm trying to do a video, have you ever seen the Draw My Life things? I'm trying to do one of those. It's really hard. Because, well, first of all, because my marker isn't any good. It's kind of dead, so I need to get a new marker. I also don't have a whiteboard. I have a blue one. I am so stuffed up right now. So yeah, I'm trying to do it, but I'm like trying to fit everything in, and then I was trying to talk while I was doing it. It's like, no, I'll just do voiceover. That's what people do, and then you draw and and you speed it up. And I've tried a couple times now, and I keep messing it up. So watch for that. I may have a Draw My Life thing. Not that my life story is all that exciting, but I don't know, might be something. So, okay, I'm going to go and get back to work and get back to Once Upon a Time. You've got to watch this series. It's really good. And then we can discuss. Okay, so have a great weekend. Hope you guys are well and everything's good. My friend Mariel right now, she's on her way back from Florida. They went for a house hunting trip this week to Orlando, and we were trying to talk yesterday and we had a bad connection. We were trying to FaceTime. Yeah, so I can't wait to hear about her trip. They're actually due to move February, I hope she doesn't mind me saying this, they're due to move February 28th, and unfortunately they found out last week that her son, who's 10 years old, has to have heart surgery again. He was born with a heart defect, and this will be his 10th surgery, and he's 10 years old. He has a pacemaker, and they have to give him a new pacemaker. He is the sweetest boy. He also has autism, and I asked him last week what happened, and he said, "Miss Tanya, I broke my heart." So, yeah, he's the sweetest kid. So if you can extend some prayers to my friend Mariel, that would be great. Your prayers are working. They worked for Dad and Annette's father-in-law, so if I can ask one more favor and send some prayers her way, that would be amazing. So her move has been delayed for a little bit, so she's having a hard time right now, and so I can't wait to talk to her next week and see how they made out on this house hunting trip. And so hopefully soon everything will be good and they'll be back with family and everything back in, with family and friends back in Florida. Alright, so I'm going to sign off and get back to work. So hope you guys are good, and I'll be back next week. And now I gotta I'm gonna do a weird stretch across my desk to turn this off. See ya!